U7 Buy provides the most convenient, fastest, and safest way to upgrade your team with numerous positive reviews and verified by top creators from different countries with 24/7 online customer support. Now you can enjoy an extra free coins for every order. Don't miss the opportunity for up to 4 million free coins. Use my code Inception for another 8% off. Okay, guys, so we have two different evolutions to go ahead and check out. The first one that we're going to get started with is going to be I guess starring Roll, and then we could check out Mirror Mirror afterwards. Cool beans, cool beans. Anyways, okay, so starring Roll, what does this give you? So this gives you, it gives you a lot of stuff. Paid evolution for 80k, Cam Shadow Striker plus. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, that alone already kind of cuts it. Because if you can give that to any of the side position players, and now you can use them as like an inside forward and a Shadow Striker, that's gonna be the main thing. Playmaker plus, wide midfielder, inside forward plus, finesse shot, ping pass, technical. Okay. So you get a lot of improvements, to be fair, for something like this. Take a look at some of the options that you do have here to work with. Ooh, Lamine Yamal with a finesse shot plus. What is this? So you're telling me that if you've been doing some chain evos, that's going to be like the main ones to look at, huh? Let's see here. Footprints are going to show the direct upgrades. I mean, in all fairness, right? In all fairness, a lot of these cards you are going to have to look at like the long lines of them because this game is very meta and you kind of need these sort of players to be really nice in this game. Sancho's here. Mirror Mirror is one of them. Is that going to be a consistent thing with this? No, it's not. Starring Roll is one. Starring Roll is one. So there's some of them that gives the Mirror Mirror. So we can check out some of them, see what the vibes are here. Okay, so obviously from some chain evolutions, we'll kind of like skip past them a little bit because obviously it really depends on whether or not people actually have this sort of stuff. Because obviously you kind of need these sort of players at this point in the game. Like you're heading towards team of the season, so you know. So a chain evo on this with Lamine Yamal with perfect shooting on an engine chemistry style, looking pretty good to be fair, right? So you have a left-footed player on the right-hand side that has the inside forward plus, mainly for the right mid position, not necessarily for the right wing position. But he does have the inside forward plus in the right mid area. And then you have the Cam Shadow Striker to be able to utilize him in both ways. That's going to be like the main things to look at for this evolution line, right? Like if you go to this version here, like it will annoy you from time to time to not have a better shooting capability, right? Like that kind of needs to be higher at this point in the game, especially with a card like this with fewer upgrades. That's a 3-star, 5-star. You're going to have to take a look at a lot of the chained evils for this one for sure, because we're at that point in the game now, guys. With evolutions, they're so much better than the SBCs, so you kind of have to, right? Let's see what else we have here. So Lamine Yamal obviously looks fantastic, right? 5-star, right hand side, cutting inside is kind of crazy. Dembele, similar situation. So you'll have a card that has the finesse shot and the rapid. My main concern with this card every single time is I just don't like how he feels from a base mechanic perspective when it comes to dribbling, right? Do I still think that this card could work certain people? Yeah, absolutely. You get the options of using him as a Shadow Striker and inside forward. My problem with this card is that you give him a dribbling boost, but like his base dribbling mechanic stuff is still going to be a little bit annoying, I think, right? Obviously with the max shooting, it's still going to be pretty nice in that regard, 5-star, 5-star. But it is also a downfall that you don't improve the pace because then it's like, oh, okay, fine, I'll give him an engine. No, you won't. Now with 88 finishing, you won't. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. Yeah, Lamine Yamal looks cool, but the only thing you have to be mindful of is like lower composure, right? The composure on the card's really low. Is he most likely going to get a team of the season card? Yeah, for sure. Lamine Yamal is a beast, right? Olise is probably going to be like one of the main ones to take a look at, to be honest. Youngmin Son always needs a dribbling boost. So with this card, I mean, yeah, you could go in the direction of giving him like a finisher. I mean, you would have to give him an engine, I think, and then just work with the base shooting as it is. I will say, like, it's tough to say with this card because I have tried out some people's accounts where they were doing evolutions on Sun. Gonna be honest with you, I wasn't like a huge fan of him. Like if I was gonna choose certain players, I don't know if I would actually go down that direction, to be honest with you. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still a 5-star, 5-star. He's still gonna do pretty well in the game. Because obviously you do give him certain improvements that's pretty nice, but you know. Hansen could be an interesting one, to be honest with you. Yeah. She has it for both, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. I'm not even kidding when I say this. Because base mechanic perspective wise, she's like so good. She's like one of those few cards where it's like, yeah, my balance is 75, but you just don't really care that much. You know what I mean? A thing with this card to mention too is that obviously like finesse shot is still going to be helpful because when you go on the right hand side cutting on the inside, you could still hit it with your 5-star weak foot. But it's the fact that you could give her a hunter, maximize her pace, maximize her shooting to be as high as possible. But then you have inside forward plus plus for both of the right sided areas, and then you have the shadow striker cam, so that rotation policy is super easy to do, right? Not hard at all. Honestly, probably from a direct upgrade perspective, one of the better choices, to be honest with you. Just because you have a good understanding of what her base mechanic stuff is like, right? Ibarbo can get one if you've been doing some evils on him, but I highly doubt that people did this, to be honest. Finesse shot, power shots on this card. Yeah. Don't want to look into those ones as much, to be honest. So 4-star, 5-star. Oh, 5-star, 4-star. Not really too crazy about this one, to be honest. 2A. Yeah, I mean, these ones I feel... Oh, this is Mirror Mirror, though. Huh. Can't really look into that one as much. Starring role, Hansen's son. Yeah, so it kind of makes sense. It's always these guys are going to be trending. Starring role for Gavi. You know why people don't really use this card that much? Because they gave him 99 dribbling, but 99 dribbling was a requirement for him to compensate for base mechanic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for him specifically, that's what it genuinely felt like. How the card would perform nowadays, I don't know, because he has received that press proven and stuff. So maybe the extra dribbling stuff has helped him. Debatable, right? I mean, usability wise, he doesn't look horrible for a hunter. Because if I used him in the side position, it wouldn't be like a terrible thing. But he has anticipated stuff, so it makes you kind of like, makes you kind of just want to use him as like a center mid mainly. But I don't know if you'd want to do that at this point for this card. Physical boost, shooting boost is nice. Passing is nice. Inside forward plus plus. It would be interesting to use him as an actual attacker, to be honest. Like if you're rotating between like a wide variation of a formation with like left mids and right mids, and then you're rotating him between inside forward and shadow striker, I mean, it could still be decent, to be honest. Like this card with the upgrades that he's received, it could be a little bit better, to be fair. Could be a little bit better. Yeah. Starring role Dembele, so similar situation as before. Musiala from a direct upgrade. That's a mirror. What does mirror give you? Just so I could see if it's worth doing like a separate upgrade for this. Or a separate video, excuse me. Might just add this all together, to be honest. Let me see what it does. So mirror. No, mirror gives you a rapid though. Yeah, we'll separate it. Olise is an interesting one. Let me see. Golasso starring role still doesn't touch that ball control part, but base mechanic perspective wise, do I really care? Harder to say, honestly. I don't think I would. It's kind of weird. He kind of needs like a chemistry style that like messes with that. Because it kind of like with this card, it kind of makes me want to give him a catalyst still. Like not touch the dribbling and just work with it. You know what I mean? Because he's finesse shot, technical on the right hand side. You have right wing, right mid, and the shadow striker, right? So not a bad upgrade for that card too. That's for Mirror. So Hansen's son, Sancho. Oh, Sancho from the that was like the objective card, I think. So you get 87, 86, 90. Ooh, a good upgrade. Oh, not bad actually. Yeah, honestly, I would just the only thing I would say is like I wish Trickster was basic and then Finesse Shot was the main one. I would say because on a Hunter he actually would have been pretty cool. You know what I mean? Because you get good pace, your shooting is well formatted, you still have 90s for dribbling with a press proven. Rolls wise, you do have some good stuff. I mean, he still has good stuff though, right? He still has Shadow Striker. He has the right mid position change too. And then he also he doesn't have the right wing one, but he does have the left wing one by a plus. So again, right mid sort of situation. He doesn't have like finesse shot plus for you to care too much about having him on the left hand side. But it's still a nice upgrade, right? Rodrigo. So this one is a 99 shooting version with the Inform Golasso Hawk 2. Starring role. Power Shot Plus. Yeah, I don't know if I'd care about giving him Power Shot Plus with a Golasso. Also, his dribbling is still a little oddly formatted for that engine chemistry style. From a base mechanic perspective, yeah, he's still kind of missing certain roles too. I think like this. So this one is interesting because it's like it's mainly for like right mid to switch to cam kind of vibes to it, you know? Finesse shot plus, but he has a 4-star weak foot, does not have the capabilities to play on the left-hand side unless you play a 4-2-3-1 narrow where he's your left attacking mid. Okay. Well, at least we already checked out. So this one is more of, you know, it's funny because this card looks like it's really formatted for the marksman, but then his pace is lower, you know? Good dribbling boost, well formatted for shooting, a little bit of a physical boost too. But I think in general, people always just give this card a Hunter or a Hawk, to be honest. One or the other. Because he kind of compensates, to be honest. He has good base mechanic stuff. Saka, so this is if you did go Lasso into starring role with the power shot. Again, I wouldn't really care about power shots. Probably avoid doing this one personally. Kind of work with something that gives him a better improvement in certain areas. So I think if I were to go to Saka's card, they're probably going to give me like different options. Like if I did this. Yeah, see, starring role is more relevant for this card. But at this point in the game, he still needs way more upgrades. That dribbling is just going to be way too annoying. To be honest, it was annoying during that time period. I think nowadays it'd be even more annoying. I think that needs to be a little bit higher for sure. That's the only problem, right, with some of these evolutions, the way they format them. I think with this one, 89, 89, 90, right? So they improved that a little bit, but he's still kind of low. Because I just remember his base mechanic stuff from before. Brian Hill with 99 shooting. So can I give you an engine is the thing? Because if you're 5-star, 5-star. Hawk, 2 headers, and then starring role. They always do that to the ball control part, eh? Cam inside forward with a finesse shot, rapid. Have you guys ever used this card? Like, is he good in game? Because 99 shooting is kind of crazy with a finesse shot plus. I can't lie. 5-star weak foot's kind of nuts too. Shadow striker, inside forward. Yeah, this one is like you'll maybe be able to find some players that have like the right wing inside forward parts, but like that's why Hansen's a top choice because she has all three, right? Then Lamine Yamal, obviously, if you've been doing all this, the only thing that he's lacking and that you would have to test out in game, honestly, is just the composure. The composure is kind of low, to be honest. I'm not going to say it's not. Rafinha, I think, went up in price because of the evos that people have been doing. Or it seemed like he did. 5-star, 5-star for this one. Yeah, so similar situation, right? Right-footed player, right-hand side, finesse shot to cut inside, but he has a 5-star weak foot to shoot across goal, and well formatted for the engine. The thing is that like these chains are super long, and you would have to have done them, but they're the ones that are super necessary in the game nowadays. You know, one of those ones, dude. Let's see here. So we have. We do it to Jairzinho too. Is that the Future Stars? No, it's not. The Europa League, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, from a direct upgrade, not bad. The only reason why people wouldn't look into this card as much is because of the Future Stars that exists. Like, if they really want to use Garnacho and not risk an evolution, they'll probably just go and buy this card. But playstyle plus wise, this is better. And does not look poorly formatted for the engine with okay shooting capabilities, right? He has okay shooting capabilities. So for people that want to do Garnacho, not bad for a +1 rating. Yeah, you're not wrong, to be honest. Not wrong. This is a road to the final or what? Oh, road to the knockouts. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so do a starring role, Sancho, Jairzinho. Guys, was it this version that I tried out and I was like, oh, he has like a good base left stick to him? I don't know if it was this one. Maybe it wasn't. I think it was this one. Whichever one they dropped as an SBC. I think it was this one they dropped as an SBC. But that was like during that time period, so things could have changed, obviously. But from an icon, he's extinct on the PC, went up 51k here. To be fair, pretty big improvement for shooting, passing, and physical for a card like this. That's a very big improvement. Finesse shot plus for the right-hand side. Inside forward, and then advanced striker he has 2, and then he has a shadow striker too. Yeah, the only thing again with cards like this is the risk you'd be willing to take with how the dribbling feels on them, because I think this one has better dribbling by a +2, which when you put them in the 90s, it starts to make that little bit of a difference. Yeah. Harder to say. There's Zingo, Sancho. Okay, what else we got here? Beckham? I mean, you could do Beckham for usability. This is the casuals that EA'd be looking at the most, to be honest. Look at my Beckham, how usable he is on an engine. SBC Cole Palmer? I mean, yeah, I mean, he gets the improvements. You see, he's honestly kind of have to give him an engine, I will say. And that kind of remove certain things, right? Shadow striker plus inside forward, right mid for the finesse shots. But it looks really formatted for that. Like the card before, it's like you give a hunter, but then that part of the card would annoy you with the 6'2" height. Elise Madison. Madison was the one that was trending in the game. Or not the game, but the I think Foot.gg had him. Yeah, you increase the usability of this one. Finesse shot, incisive, so you're wasting the playstyle pluses on him, which... Little debatable. Inform card, inform. 3-star, 5-star. Do I want to work with a 3-star anything at this point in the game? Probably not. Probably not. Don't pay. What a weird card. 88 sprint speed. Like, what's up with that? Honestly, could still be decent. Mainly has right mid and cam because he's right-footed, right-hand side. 5-star weak foot for the finesse. Dribbling, he's 5'7" with press proven. He actually might be decent in game, to be fair. Sentimental value FC for that one, but it looks pretty good. Quadrado, Olise. Anthony even gets one too. It has to be these crazy chain ones, yeah. See, it's crazy chain ones, but look at how they format these cards, bro. They format them so weirdly. Like, I have to give him a catalyst, but it's like, brother, look at where his dribbling is. It makes me want to give him a marksman. But then it's like 89 sprint speed. You know what I mean? It's so weird with these guys. Already from the future stars? Oh, from the 80 rated. Oh, I was thinking about this card. So from this card, you can get an Evo chain on him. What do you like on an engine though? Because your left foot on the right hand side of finesse shot plus, so we're looking good. And then we see the power shot plus, and then we're not looking as good. And then this one makes me want to give him a maestro because that reaction is mad low. Oh, these are formatted on purpose the way that they are. What about Nico, bro? That's my boy. This is my boy right here. Yeah, this one doesn't look as bad, I don't think. The shooting stats, a little bit weird. I'm not going to say that it's not. It's a little weird. But I think this card could cook on an engine. With 94 finishing, a 5-star weak foot, low driven on the card, finesse, rapid. Has the capability of playing as a left mid, right mid. Not left wing, right wing, but left mid, right mid. Finesse shot plus, 5-star weak foot, 5-star capabilities. Not completely horrible. Schweinsteiger. I feel like Gavi's chain might actually be like it could potentially be decent. It's one of those ones though, because it's like base mechanics wise, I'm not impressed by him, but like with the stuff that constantly is added to him, like it could be better, right? Like even Leroy Sané from the SBC, he always has weird dribbling. So again, it'd probably be formatted for an engine, but then you would have low shooting, right? Is that how it is? It kind of is. The shooting's not like in a horrible spot. 90 for finishing is not that bad, right? But the dribbling boost in the card and the 5-star capabilities. I mean, he has a pings, pass, and a finesse. That would still always be a nice thing to have. So I guess if you're doing like some chains, the chains could be really good. I think from the direct upgrades, the guys on the bins, they're not like super inaccurate with this, with the like to dislike ratio on it. From direct upgrades, it's not as crazy. Like this one, you really have to look at some of the chain stuff for sure. And Mirror, let me see if there's anything like super relevant for Mirror to check out. Yeah, I think we're gonna do like a quick ad for the Mirror one too. Why not? Why not? Yeah, because the reason why I want to add this one too is because there's been some cards here that, like, honestly, they're not super crazy, but they could be if they get like future evolutions down the road, right? Due, a lot of people were like hyping up the player of the month. He doesn't really have like certain roles right now, but the base play styles that he's working with is pretty good. And then obviously if he gets like a 5-star skill or whatnot, could definitely be really good there too. Again, I've not tried out that card, but yeah. Could be better than Dembele with those base play styles, to be honest, because Dembele is a weird one. Yeah, so this one, Mirror, you would get the rapid plus on him with the stat improvements. It's 90s for general stat improvements there, and then you would just give him like a hunter chemistry style. I mean, I guess you could do this, right? And then obviously with this card, roles wise, he has the inside forward plus on the right hand side, but it is a 5-star, 3-star player, so it's nothing super crazy. Take a look at some of the popular choices from this one. Mirror on the wall. Okay, let's see here. So Neymar. So Neymar gets like 2 different ones. Trickster, Rapid. Yeah, I mean, the usability of Neymar definitely increases a lot. Hunter chemistry style. There's a few people that do have Neymar in their team just so that they can use the card with like better upgrades because of the way that they generally improve his dribbling capabilities with the Neymar body type, 5'9" height, with the pace and shooting boost on the card for sure. Heung-min Son was the one we just checked out in general because he has like a chain evo, I believe. Yeah, I mean, again, with this one, engine chemistry style for like the pace, dribbling, and passing boost, but then you would have to work with like lower shooting capabilities. So more debatable there. Wasn't it the other one that it's 2 of them, isn't it? Am I stupid? I swear it was. Yeah, it is 2 of them. So mirror, mirror, starring role. Just for like general increases here and there, you know? Okay, so Musiala. Press proven, quick step, rapid. Press proven could be helpful too. The thing about this card is that he was always a Shadow Striker plus plus, so you don't really care necessarily for that on the card. What you could care for is just general stat improvements with the fact that on a Hunter doesn't look that bad, right? Bundesliga German links, rapid with a technical on the right-hand side. You can kind of rotate him between right mid and the cam position as well, so wouldn't be a horrible thing, to be honest. Could be decent. Could be decent. Lamine Yamal, this is from the Player of the Month. Oh, Player of the Month gets the upgrade. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, definitely got to look into some chain evils for this. Be significantly better. I don't think you want to work with that at this point. Tiki Taka and Power Shot with general stat increases. Cam Shadow Striker plus, Classic 10 Playmaker plus plus. Well, you do have the capability of using him as an inside forward right mid or as a Shadow Striker too. So if you want like a more usable version of Nedved, you can kind of go down that route too. Ansu Fati. They're doing this, but there's like chain ones for these ones. There's got to be like, or you're kind of doing something for the future as well. Or you want a usable version of Ansu Fati. Usable, quote unquote, because you need a lot of meta nowadays. João Felix, mirror. Finesse shots with a 5-star capability and rapid's not horrible. My only thing with João Felix is that his dribbling is definitely a certain way. But I mean, honestly, he doesn't look horrible on a Hunter. Right mid, inside forward plus plus. It's usable in that sense, right? For the Portuguese squadrons, if you wanted to do that. Would I use this over like that Pedro Neto evolution card? Probably not, to be honest with you. But it's an improvement nonetheless, right? Sancho from the direct improvement there too. Ansu Fati. Yeah, these ones are just like general increases. So this was not worth putting into a separate video. That wouldn't make much sense, actually. So it's a good thing we did not. Nani? Oh, Nani finally gets an upgrade. I mean, yeah, because I don't... Nani... With Nani's card, you're not going to get another version of this card. So if you're making a Liga NOS team with some Portuguese players, yeah, you could totally go down this route, actually. Dribbling improvements are not bad, right? Press proven, a quick step on him. You really can't go wrong with that. 5-star, 5-star capabilities, and then again, right mid, inside forward, plus plus, right? So usability-wise, not bad. It's definitely not that it doesn't increase his rating, leaving the possibility of a crazy chain evo open. True. You don't... Yeah, that's right. You don't actually increase his rating. Yeah. Very true. Very true. Diogo Jota from the flashback. This is from the SBC card. That was like 400k. 91 dribbling. I mean... Hawk, probably, or a Hunter, one or the other. To be honest with you, he doesn't look like a player that's that bad. It's mainly for right mid again, though, I think. 5-star weak foot with a finesse shot plus and a first touch. You know what it is? When you're playing formations like a 4-2-3-1 wide, and you have your right mid that cuts inside, and then he has to just do that first touch into a strike right away, like that's where it's nice. In his case, it would be first touch into a finesse shot, because he has a 5-star weak foot. Dorgu from Man United actually gets an upgrade. Jack of all trades, gladiator, and mirror mirror. So you can actually make him pretty usable. Man United fans rejoice. Scott, Sancho, Galton, Cherokee, Jollington, Claudia Pina, Wirtz. I see. So the whole concept of this one is to not improve the rating, but then get some crazy improvements in the future for evolutions on Team of the Season. Fair play. That would be the main things to take a look at for this one, for sure. I mean, yeah, I think we can end it there. I think that's pretty much all we really needed to look at for the evolutions. Couple of interesting choices. Honestly, Hansen being one of the top trending cards, I'm not really against, just because she has all the roles and she's a 5-star player. And yeah, she has low balance, but base mechanics wise, I'm not even joking, she was better than most of the attackers they release as SPCs this year. So I mean, I'd probably rather use this than the Nedved card that they dropped. That's for sure. That is for sure. Literally every attacking card is the same or similar stats at this point. Still low reactions and composure, skip. Yeah, you're not wrong. Not wrong. But Hansen's pretty good though. She's pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Honestly, the craziest thing I've seen today was this chain evo for Lamine Yamal. I think him being the top trending makes the most sense, because that's actually a pretty crazy card. The only thing is the composure being low. That could throw him off. But yeah, the chain evos on this one's definitely one that you're going to have to take a look at if you guys have been improving certain cards. But yeah, we'll leave it there. A couple of nice choices to go with. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see if we could do another tactic video today, so that we could do 4 on the day, since the content this week was very dry. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.